Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on Sweet Talk with Sarah Harris. I'm your host. Today, I'm delighted to have a special guest featured in our current winter issue of Sweet Life SoCal magazine, which highlights sweet innovations. As described by our contributing writer, Camilla Taylor, here's a brief introduction of Ms. Shante Davis, founder and CEO of Unlock Wealth Share LLC. Since the age of 15, Shante Davis has always gravitated towards roles of helping others, commonly pursuing careers in sales and customer relations. After seeking her post secondary education in business administration and management from Georgia State University, she gained extensive experience of working for various Fortune 500 companies such as Grand Hyatt, Coca Cola, and Chick fil A. Her intense passion for being involved in the community and supporting others had only grown while working for these corporations. Yet, succeeding the 15 years of climbing up the corporate ladder, Davis desired to have more freedom and think outside the box of her roles. In 2019, she became an Atlanta based real estate agent, thus becoming one of her most lucrative years in her career because of the multitude of families migrating to a new home during the pandemic. With such experience and knowledge of the financial hardships her loved ones were facing during this time, Davis knew that she had to extend herself beyond her current career to mend the ever-gaping global wealth disparity, financial divide, and absence of financial literacy that directly attack people of color across the world. As a result, Davis completely pivoted her career path and hired a team of technology and app developers, lawyers, and business consultants to curate the Wealth Share app in April 2020. The app works as a form of collecting and rotating savings amongst the members, consequently becoming a more reliable and stable system that provides solutions for individuals and families in need. With millions of dollars already circulated and absolutely no bank involved, no investors, and purely the members coming together to recycle funds together, the WellShare app is designed to relieve many other hurdles of traditional lending practices. Processes like credit checks and interest loans that often prevent such funds from being accessible do not exist amongst the members. So now I would like to bring to you Miss Davis into the studio. Let me bring her in. Hello, Miss Davis. Thank you so much for joining us on Sweet Talk. As an innovative thinker, I am so forward looking to. I'm so looking to forward to this conversation. Excuse me. Thank you. Welcome for being here.
No problem. Thank you for having me, Sarah. I really appreciate it.
Wonderful. So, well, let's kind of just begin in terms of the beginning and as far as the inspiration for creating the Wealth Share app.
Well, honestly, Camilla, she did a great job in my story because she did a good job capturing exactly where my inspiration basically came for the WellShare app. But to expound on it a little bit, literally when I thought about the WellShare app, was during the time where all my family and friends, all at the same time, because of the pandemic, were all experiencing some type of financial burdens. And whether that's losing a job or whether that's just lower time on the clock at work, just multiple reasons. And even though I was doing really well when I decided to step out of my comfort box and pursue a role in real estate,
Mhm.
everyone around me, it wasn't the same case. And for me, I'm not happy if everyone else around me is not happy or in a good state. And so it's that type of attitude that kind of helped inspire me to want to do more and figure out a way to do more to be able to help others. And during that time, there there was this thing called a susu that was basically scouring the internet. And people were talking about how you can join this group and you can get money for this and money for that and don't have to
Right.
pay nothing back. It was huge.
Yeah, it was
Um,
huge.
and what was crazy was people was actually getting money. It was actually working. And so you were thinking because of that, oh, this is a valid system that's going on, valid thing that's working. But what people didn't realize, especially until you got into it, was first, the susu was not the correct term for it. Honestly, susus have been around for centuries. A
Yes.
lot of different cultures have practiced susus.
Mhm.
But the main thing or the main purpose of a susu is for families or friends to come together, decide who can put in money, a certain amount to put in money, and everyone gets a chance to have each money each month, and they all pay money back so everyone can benefit for it to be able to accomplish different goals. But the American susu was for like you put this small amount of money in to get this
Right.
large amount back. You don't pay no money back,
Right.
and it just rolls.
Kind
It
of
goes
went off
on.
the tracks a little bit, right?
Right, right. And I had to. For me, I'm a researcher, so I decided to do a little bit more extensive research to understand. Okay, this is amazing. Why has this not been invented? Why hasn't someone expounded on this or utilized it in a bigger way? And that's when I realized, because I'm not a mathematical genius, I'm not, that's not my particular thing that I'm good in. And so I went to a data scientist and a mathematicians, and that's when we found out that when it comes to the way that people are trying to do this American susu, it doesn't work. Not for a long time, not long term, because if people are not paying money back, then there's no way for the money to keep coming in. You always need new money. You always need new people, and it's completely dependent on that. It's completely dependent on, and you're talking about billions and billions of people needed to be able to keep a system like that going, especially with no one paying money back. And it's sad because that whole mentality of being able to do no work and you just get this money, and you don't even care about the bottom people, the people at the end, because after a point, it doesn't work anymore. You don't, someone doesn't get money. And it was that made me say, okay, this is even a permanent solution. It's not a permanent solution. This is not something that can actually help people long term. It's a temporary. And I liked what people were trying to do, but at the end of the day, it just doesn't work. That didn't work. And so what I decided to do is talk to, like you said, a team of developers, an IT person, and even my lawyer to try to figure out, is there a way that we can build something that correctly brings people together to collectively help each other, to cycle money among each other and revolve that money like the correct way to do it, like cultures do it, and to actually benefit people long term, that's legal in every sense.
Right.
and actually provide some type of service to help people who might not have the financial literacy that is available in certain communities. And that's where the WealthShare app came into play.
I like how the technology comes into play, because it is really the key factor that helps to communicate with everything and keeping everything organized and flowing and stuff. And I think it was a real pivotal point that you brought into play here with this whole thing. So that's why, to me, it's so innovative, introducing the app into the whole system of it.
Yes.
What was the most challenging thing or something in terms of developing the app and pulling this together?
There's no blueprint. No one has really built. No one has built the app.
Right.
There was nothing for us to go imitate. There was nothing already out there. Okay, what can we kind of model to make this ourselves? So this was basically building a product completely from scratch. And I would say that is definitely the most challenging, because of course, as you're testing, as you're developing, you're learning as you're going. And I even appreciate even more when different people have developed new ideas or new concepts. Why it's that's a large task to be able to accomplish something. Usually, even they have something to imitate. And with this, there's literally nothing to imitate. So I
Mm-hmm.
would say that is definitely the biggest challenge, and which is why I needed to make sure I had a meeting of minds. I know my limits. I know what I can bring to the table. So I have no problem bringing in people who do have something that I can't contribute. And that's why I relied on my technological officer to come into place, my marketing developer, my developers. All of us came together to basically build what you see today. And in a short period of time frame, the app, any type of app, takes a period to take, to develop, especially when you're talking financial.
Mm-hmm.
And what I was hearing at the beginning was that with any app, especially an app at this magnitude, it could take years. I started working on this in 2019, the end of 2019, and we launched April 2020. And
Wow.
we made known that it was a beta app, but the fact that we were able to develop a product in that short time span was short of amazing.
Aggressive and
Yes,
amazing. Right.
yes. And one of the biggest reasons why we were aggressive is because of this current climate.
Yeah. It's a need.
The need. There's a
Right.
direct need. And, we didn't know how life is going to be years from now.
Mm-hmm.
And we were correct. The pandemic is still going on.
Yeah.
And so, we felt that if we could at least tackle the skeleton of what we're trying to bring to life,
Mm-hmm.
get it flowing, figure out what needs to be perfected, that we would be able to help somebody as we continue to improve on everything. And that's
Right.
what we're doing. Um, yes.
So let's talk about the crux of what it does for you, right? And what makes it um, a, a, um, a better option for people, especially that struggle with traditional ways of being able to get funding, right?
Yes, yes. So as you know, like with credit cards, you try to go out for approval. Usually, if depending on what your credit score is, you get approved for a rate anywhere, and this is based on bankrate.com, anywhere up to 25,000. That is usually the limitation. And of course, you have to have amazing credit score when it comes to
Right.
that. Or the personal loan, same thing. It's a little higher, but it all depends on your credit, and it all depends on your income. All of those play a factor.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, there's a limitation to capital. There's a low percentage of approval rates for people
Mm-hmm.
in the United States and honestly around the world. And that is not only stifling innovations, but it's also preventing people from becoming entrepreneurs. And it's holding people back from putting more into the economy. And so what the app is trying to do, it is trying to take it out the hands of the banks, take it out of the hands of investors, and put it in people's hands. The
Mm-hmm.
app helps bring people together who all have different similar goals of trying to achieve different things, whether that's starting a business, home ownership,
Right.
pay down high interest debt. Basically help people to come together to revolve money multiple times among each other to receive money throughout
Mm-hmm.
2 years. And when we created this app, we wanted also people to gain financial tips and knowledge to help them utilize the money
Yeah.
smartly, because that's
Right.
important.
Right.
Unfortunately, depending on where you live, it depends on the caliber of education you have when it comes to financial literacy.
Right.
So we want everyone to be able to have the knowledge to know how to utilize the money in a smart way.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I see that you put out tips here and there, like on your social media and stuff, that giving the
Yeah,
411 education for
right.
people, because in terms of like, who is this product for? I mean, there's a certain type of person or that has a certain type of discipline,
Mhm.
and also you have to have a strategy and a plan. You
Right.
don't just come here just because it's available. You have to be about your business, right?
Right.
So, what type of person what is your market base as far as who is the ideal person that benefits from this?
Well, as I said, as we grew, we had to kind of finally figure that out. We thought we kind of had an idea of who the market base should be, And then as we grew, we realized, okay, the correct ideal person who can this can truly benefit is someone who does have goals, who does have a plan, because it is a loan that has to be paid back.
Right, exactly. It's a loan, y'all. It's a loan.
Right.
Get it straight. It's a loan.
Yes, right. The best part about it, though, the loan is 0 interest, which which makes a big deal, because with any other loan or personal loan or credit card, that interest makes a big difference in your payments. You're always paying way more money towards the interest than the principal,
and especially up front.
Yeah, exactly.
Is up front.
Yes. And so if you have true strategies, and that's another thing, it's not more about the tips. We also have speakers to kind of help with that as well. A speaker to help you know, this is how you build a business plan. This is how you try to figure out the best way to start a business if that's where you're trying to go. You want to be able to use this money to make more money, to be able to take care of things that's causing you any type of financial stress. Because if you think about it, even if you're not trying to start a business, let's say you're trying to take care of high interest debt or any type of debt, you can utilize the money to pay off something that is causing you to pay more money on the interest, take care of that. In the loan that you have with WealthShare, there's no interest. So you're paying back with that minimum payments and you're paying it directly. And so it's just kind of helping people to become a little bit more secure in their financial situation and helping help people to breathe. Because that's what people need. We need to be able to
breathe.
And yes.
Less anxiety, less stress. Stress is a high factor killer, especially for Black people. So it benefits even health. And Black History Month, right? The theme is health and wellness for Black History Month. So this is good for your health as well.
Yes.
I
love that. And it's okay if it's not for you. Is it, we're not trying to promote people to join just to get money, because it's not free money. It's money to actually help you to accomplish something. We're not trying to replace people's incomes, because I wish we had all the money in the world to be able to do that, but we just don't. And so honestly, the ideal person is someone who needs these funds to help them to accomplish something that they've always wanted to accomplish, but they've been one of those people who are part of those low approval rates, and also have a higher amount of funds to be able to access, or to help a person eliminate high interest debt to give them some breathing room as they're trying to accomplish, whether they're trying to save funds for retirement or save funds for their children. That is the main purpose of what we're trying to accomplish with the WealthShare app.
What does the future, like, I know that you're doing all you can, because you're still a baby, you're still in the infancy stage, and you're still growing and building and putting things together. But I'm quite sure that you have a vision for the WealthShare app and unlock WealthShare overall. So what do you see as your vision?
Well, like you said, it's still in its infancy stage. And already in less than a year, with even the small amount of members that we have, those small amount of members have already revolved millions of dollars among each other. And that is out of 20 states in the United States.
Wow.
So what we're trying to do is we're trying to make it to more people to have eyes on WealthShare, to learn about the app, so that way everyone can benefit. We want it to be literally an ecosystem in itself of collaborative financing, where people can literally come together, repay their loans, receive loans, and pay back their loans, and keep cycling it in so people can help each other. At the same time, have more educators and more speakers to kind of help people to build their personal brands, help people to really think outside the box, to accomplish whatever goals that they have set in mind, or to even think about new goals, inspire people to go further than where they're at. So that no matter what climate comes along, such as the pandemic, people feel a lot more prepared. Of course, because things are always changing, eventually we want to think about things dealing with crypto. There's a lot of different things, financial things that is changing. We don't know how long the dollar will be here. So there's different things, stock, all of that That's things that we want to explore.
Mm-hmm.
And then we want to make sure that WealthShare, the app itself, is not only on the phones of people in the United States, but on the phones of someone who's in Africa,
Yes.
who's in Europe,
Yes.
who's in
Global
Jamaica.
minded. Yes.
Global.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We really wanted to take it global because we're not just trying to help locally. We really would like to impact the world with this.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we're like
And the
we're pushing.
larger the community that is working together for this purpose, for this goal, is the more
Mhm.
sustainable it is, and the more that it helps people. And then, so that's the key to it all is just really everybody. And for me, what is really crucial, okay?
Mhm.
Because, especially, you've done a phenomenal thing. But we need to support one another,
Yeah.
and we need to come together and stop chipping away at people. Tomorrow, I am moderating at ColorCon here in Inglewood, California, and it's the theme of it is collaboration, right? And so
Nice.
that's a form of also coming together and supporting one another, right? And so that's the thing we need to get across to one another is to really come, be supportive,
Mhm.
encourage, uplift, and because we need more of this type of innovation in our own community, right? To flourish and
Right.
grow. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Because we
Yeah.
have excellence, amongst
Mhm.
us, and we need to celebrate that in every way that we can.
Yes. No, I definitely agree. And I think that was one of the challenges that I didn't expect, but it's humbling as well. It surprised me, which I shouldn't have been surprised. But, I know people can be afraid of what's new, something
Hmm.
that they are not, they might not have much knowledge of. And so that was one
Right.
of the biggest things we push is knowledge to help people learn about it. Of course, you can't
Hmm.
control whether a person reads. You can't control it.
Right. Hmm.
And so it's saddened to see how people have no problem tearing other people down, especially if they don't
Hmm.
understand something.
Right.
Um, so that's taught me that, you can't control how other people think. You can't control other people's attitude. I know what I'm trying to do. I know that I'm
Hmm.
trying to help others.
Hmm.
And I know that we're going to continue to grow. And this app is going to the app is already doing exactly what we need it to do. So now we need to get the app out there so it can
Right.
really flourish.
Right.
And it's motivating me to keep pushing forward and to continue to step outside my comfort zone and keep
Hmm.
figuring out ways to stay innovative. And then having a good, strong team around me and supporters, and then people who
Hmm.
understand that. Um, those are the best people, honestly, as well, to be a part of this at the beginning. Because right now, this is just the beginning.
Right.
So you can imagine how it's going to look 5, 10, 15 years from now.
Exactly.
Um, and, that's what I'm excited about. I'm excited about the future.
Wonderful. Well, I know that you're Atlanta based, and
Mhm.
I'm here in California.
Right.
So know that you have a sister friend in California who supports you and uplifts you, and your
Thank
whole team. And your whole team is super bad too. It's a bunch of black women like running the show and really making things happen over there. And
Yeah.
so I just saying that I'm sending my support to you and all the good vibes in terms of uplifting you. One other thing that I want to touch upon is that you are also combining with like something like a master class structure or whatever, where you have experts, and because
Yes.
you're folding in that financial literacy part to it as well. Because again, and that's why I was stressing before, it's like who is your customer, who is your market base, you know what I'm saying, that really is just about, and it's that kind of person that wants knowledge,
Mhm.
wants more information, is seeking resources, is responsible and diligent about what they're about, and they have a plan and they have goals. And so
Right.
that's the kind of people that you are seeking that will be a benefit to wealth share, but also that will benefit them from wealth share. And so tell us about kind of your approach and stuff in terms of I know that you have certain things on the business side to deal with or whatever, but as they unfold in terms of webinars or speaking engagements or collaborations with others or I was like, what's on the horizon for that?
Well, so far we have already, the best thing about it, we are remote. And so we've been able to pull in people from a little bit of everywhere so far. We've had about three different speakers speaking on three different things. And what we would like to, what we're hoping, of course, we were having to monitor COVID. We're having to monitor that.
Yeah.
But we would love if we would be able to have live webinars,
Right.
live classes,
Mm-hmm.
especially in different areas. And
Mm-hmm.
when people like something, bring it back to different cities so
Mm-hmm.
that people will get that in person. Because even though some people like the computer online, I know people miss that in person type experience. And so if we can bring our educators in front of our members, and even people who are not members, also be able to offer a way for them to be able to benefit from some of the things that we're trying to include. And I
Mm-hmm.
mean, touching all types of topics, whether that's getting into real estate, whether that's getting to trading, whether that's getting into multiple homes, investments. We want to make sure that we're touching every area in people's lives that
Mm-hmm.
would be beneficial to them. And so, like I said, it's a little tough when it comes to this current climate with the pandemic, but
Mm-hmm.
we really want to expand in terms of making sure that people can attend our events, whether it's in person or through some type of video fashion.
Okay. And
Mhm.
so, in terms of people, how they come on board and get the opportunity for themselves, what is how you say that they should do that?
Well, there's actually two ways that a person now can benefit from the wealth share. Of course, the normal way is to go to unlockwealthshare.com. Make sure you do your research and look at all the different pages to see if this actually is something that would benefit from you. There's different plans depending to fit each person's need. And if you find what you like, you go on and register and you fill out an application. And there is an application process, no credit check, no income base. We just make sure we do a bad actor check to make sure that you are who you say you are, because we do want to make sure that all our members are safe. And then after you go through that application process, you'll have communication with the the workers within the WealthShare app. They'll be able to process your application. And then from there, you'll be able to join the app after you make your contribution. Now, another way that Lakeisha and her team has brought up is the affiliate marketing.
Mm-hmm.
This is for people who don't need a loan, but are looking to make extra money. And they're able to actually take wealth share and share it, and then also be able to make money from doing that,
Mm-hmm.
which a lot of big companies have affiliate marketing. And this is for people who just love to talk. They already like and share already on social media.
Right.
Why not make money sharing something that's actually passionate or inspiring and be able to make money from doing it? So you
Mm-hmm.
have the affiliate side where you don't have to be a member at all, or you have the side where you actually have access to gain the loans.
Wonderful. Well, I put
Mhm.
in our banner the website, unlockwealthshare.com. And for those who want to benefit from, you get what? You get a discount or something if they use the
Yes.
code SH30.
Yep. They get a discount, and you as a member also
Mhm.
will receive a referral bonus for being able to do it.
Okay, so go to unlockwealthshare.com and check it out. If it's something that you feel benefits you, it's something that is like right on time, is an answer to the prayers. And you have
Mhm.
you're goal minded, you have something that you've been trying to do and need to do, but these hurdles and everything that people the powers that be that keep putting in your way, whatever. Well, now there's an answer for you on this. And so, and then above that, also, we are supporting this wonderful Black sister in terms of her passion for doing well for other people and what she's been able to build in such a short amount of time. So, if there was anything in closing that you wanted to convey, I can give you this floor.
Yes. Well, I do want to make it clear. I want to think about the purpose of wealth share. we're not trying to help people just one time. We want to be able to help people multiple times. That's why we built it. We want members to put money in, which acts as your collateral. That's the way that you're able to get in. You put money in just like everyone else, and that's how you were able to receive as well. And we want people to be able to expect to see benefits within months at double of what they put in. That's the amazing thing about this whole platform is that
Mhm.
money that you put in helps benefit you tenfold. And creating this ecosystem among you is something that we're really passionate about. And we're excited that you'll be able to have an opportunity to be able to do the same thing. So please check it out. Check out the app. Take a look at it. I'm really proud of it. So I would like for you to see it for yourself so you can
Mhm.
see, what the benefits are. If it's something that you're interested in, you can even see on our social media pages how it's impacted other people's lives.
Mhm.
And we always keep people up to date because this is an app that's going through constant development. So we always make sure that our members are aware of what stage we're in, when the next set of disbursements are going out. We like to keep our members involved so that way you feel like you have an open voice even as we're building this app live to the public. So
Wonderful. There was one more thing that I wanted to ask you, or just to convey to the people, in terms of you are an LLC, and you have, as a financial tool, you've had different filings and things that you have to be approved of and go through. Can you explain a little bit about your setup, your company setup?
yes, so I did set it up as a Delaware legal state entity, LLC, that
Hmm.
is also registered under the SEC. So we're going live probably within the next 2 months to be able to do a live public offering for our company. Yes. And so
Love it.
yeah, we are really excited about that because then that will allow people who would like to invest in actual the company and also reap benefits from investing into the company. People will
Right.
be able to do that.
Love
So we're
it.
yeah, so we're really excited about that because we basically have set up this company for success not only for now but for the future. So we've done everything we can legally to make sure that everything is regulated and followed.
Hmm.
As long as people take the time to read their documents and see
Hmm.
what everything is about,
Hmm.
we're set up for success. And so that's why I'm so excited about this company.
Oh my goodness, Black excellence at its finest. Just, you know,
Thank
I just, again, I've said it before, I just want to uplift you and support you in what you're doing. We need that. We need to come together and be supportive of one another. Thank you so much for joining me with Sweet Talk in the
you.
studio today. It's been a pleasure having you. And
Yes,
so just enjoy the rest of your day, but thank you for joining me today.
no problem. Thank you so much for having me, Sarah. You are doing an amazing job yourself. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Okay, as we say goodbye to Shante, Miss Shante Davis, I will take her from the studio. So that's it, everybody. I hope that you have enjoyed the show today, our talk with Miss Shante Davis. Um, she's a phenomenal woman, as you just heard. And I just felt it in my spirit of just being of support and uplifting her in the phenomenal, major heavy lifting project that she has embarked upon. And so please go to unlockwealthshare.com, and you can use the code if you decide to sign up, SH30, and that will help you to get a benefit for signing up. And then for all of you guys, this is presented by Sweet Life SoCal magazine. We are at sweetlifesocal.com. Again, Ms. Davis is featured in our current issue where we have the co-founders of 15 to Nothing, Lawrence Dobson and James Fauntleroy, who they have an amazing academy and studio in Inglewood, California, and they are in the process of expanding right there, and they're doing some powerful, innovative things there. So we celebrate them, and we just are so encouraged about the state of things and look forward to continuing to celebrate people in the wonderful, innovative things and good things that they're doing in the community. Okay, bye bye for now. I will say, I apologize. Next week we will have Kevin Dillard, who is the director of the American Dream Grant Program, and it's all about home ownership. Okay, and it's really powerful information in terms of people who want to buy a home and the great opportunities and tips that he provides therein. So join us next Friday at noon for that Sweet Talk. Okay, bye bye for now. Thank you.